Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Jump scare, I look crazy right now because I have heatless curls in. I literally put them in at like 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning when my husband left for work. So they've only been in for 4 hours now. And I need the curls to last all day until tonight because we're going to dinner. So you're just gonna have to deal with me looking a little crazy right now. Anyways, in this video we are going to be doing a breastfeeding Q&A slash get ready with me. I'm gonna get ready while I answer some questions. I had you guys send me questions that you wanted to know answers to over on my Instagram. When I am not active on YouTube or TikTok, I am active on Instagram. I'm posting on my stories daily. But yeah, if you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and join the family. I post weekly videos and I am actually going to be doing Vlogmas this year, so I am super excited for that. But yeah, let's get started with this video. So first, I went ahead and already did my eyebrows and I already did my skin prep too, my moisturizer, eye cream, all that stuff. And then I go in with the e.l.f. Sun Touchable Whoa Glow. This is amazing. And then I go in with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This is a mini. I got it sent to me for free, so I've been trying it out and I actually really like it. So yeah, I go in with those two things. I already did all of that, so now it's just to start getting ready. I also went ahead and spot concealed some of my pimples because my skin, jail. My skin hates me right now. I am breaking out so bad. I literally have a mountain right here. You guys can't really see it because I spot concealed it, but I literally have a mountain on my face right here and it hurts. Anyways, enough jibber jabber, let's get started. So the foundation I use is the House Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation, and this is shade 040 Fair Neutral. But I feel like this shade is a little too yellow for me right now, considering I have not been in the sun much to tan. So I did get a little sample. This is 060 Fair. I just used my previous sample, which was 050. And I really liked that one, but I want to try this one because I just feel like this one's too yellow right now. So I'm literally just trying to find my winter shade. So bear with me. Anyways, first question, did you nurse or exclusively pump? I exclusively pumped, and it was such a big difference doing that compared to my first time, because my first time around I did not pump, not one bit. I exclusively nursed, so this experience was a lot different. Next question is, how long did you breastfeed or pump for, and did you achieve your goal? So I pumped for a little under a year. Raylan turned a year old on October 27th, and I stopped pumping the week that we went to San Francisco, which was a week before her birthday. So I'd say I stopped pumping like a week and a half before she turned a year old, and she just finished off the milk that we had in the deep freezer, which was not very much. It literally lasted her until she turned a year old. And I'd say I did achieve my goal pretty close. My goal was to go a year. That's always going to be my goal when it comes down to breastfeeding or pumping or whatever. So yeah, I'd say I did achieve my goal. This shade makes me look a little pale. I don't know how I feel about it. Somebody I don't know if they're subscribed to my channel, but somebody commented on one of my shorts and they said this foundation's too pale. Well, and I was using this one and I think this one makes me yellow. But haters gonna hate, I guess. Next, I go in with the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in shade Cloud. And then the Rare Beauty Bronzing Stick in shade Bright Side. Okay, next question. What was your biggest struggle? Honestly, I had a lot of struggles. I think one of the biggest struggles was trying to maintain my pumping schedule while taking care of 2 kids. Especially towards the end of my pumping journey, I literally was just so over it. I literally had no energy to pump. I was done. I was done pumping. I was fed up with it. It was taking so much time out of my day. Like, I literally felt like I woke up, pumped, ate, took care of the girls, pumped, took care of the girls, pumped. Like, my routine was so repetitive and I was just over it. Also, another struggle, this might be TMI, but hopefully it's just girlies watching this video. My left nipple was cracked and would crack and bleed every single time I pumped for, I'd say, the last like 4 or 5 months of my pumping journey. So literally every single time I pumped, it would get swollen and it would crack and bleed, and literally it would never heal because of how many times I was pumping a day just to keep up on my supply. I tried nipple cream, I tried nipple butter, I tried Aquaphor, I tried so many things to heal it, and it literally just did not want to heal. Now, fast forward to the present, now that I am done pumping, it has healed, thankfully. Also, towards like the last I'd say month and a half, my right side started doing the same thing. So that side started also cracking and it was just horrible. Next I go in with the Rare Beauty liquid blush in shade Grace. But I do also like to use the House Labs one in shade Glassy Pitaya. But today we're going to use my OG one. Next question was my go-to pumping products. So I actually have quite a bit. My go-to pump is definitely the Mom Cozy V2. The Mom Cozy V1 is obviously very similar. The cups, the parts, everything is the same. The only difference is the motor. But I did use the V2. The difference between the motors is the V1 is like a big motor and it's loud. Pain in the butt to carry around. The V2 is small, skinny, discreet, quieter. And that's why I liked that one a lot better. My next go-to pumping product I'd have to say is the Mom Cozy milk bags. They are just like the Lansino ones, but thicker. So they are tall and skinny like the Lansino ones, but thick like the Motif ones. And they are chef's kiss. Mom Cozy bags will forever be my favorite. I did use the Motif ones. My friend actually donated a crap ton of bags to me, so I was using the Motif ones. They're a little bit of a pain in the butt, but I managed with them. But I definitely would prefer the Mom Cozy ones over any other bag. Another one of my go-to products for pumping is a cooler bag. We used a Minnie Mouse cooler bag from Target. I'll insert a picture right here. I also have it linked in my LTK if you are interested in getting it or whatever. It is a little on the pricier side. It's $30, but that's because it's Disney and Igloo. Those are both two expensive brands, but it's worth it. So whenever we would leave the house, when I went on the Maryland trip, whenever we weren't home, that's the bag that I used to store my milk in, store my pumps in, store the milk that I pumped in, everything in, and it truly was a lifesaver. This next item is like a travel item, but if you are a parent who is like out and about a lot and you're worried on how you're going to clean your pumps, get the Medela quick clean wipes. I'll insert a picture of what those look like, but those were a lifesaver for me, especially because we live like 40 minutes away from family, so it's just easier for me to just quickly clean my pumps that way. When I went to Maryland, I took those with me. That's how I clean my pump. I also had dish soap and a bottle brush, but if we weren't at the hotel or we're not home, those are the wipes I would use. But yeah, I guess those are my main go-to products for pumping. Now time for all my powder products. I go in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder in shade Translucent. This is a talc-free one because no cancer over here. Anyways, next question is any tips or tricks for exclusively pumping? One big thing is maintaining your pumping schedule and maintaining it consistently and staying on top of your pumps. This is a big important thing to remember because otherwise you will lose your milk supply so fast. And I think that's another reason why my milk supply dropped like really drastically at the end, was because I just stopped carrying and I was just so over pumping, so my supply took a big dip. One thing with nursing is the way that your body knows what milk you need, how much milk that you need to pump or whatever, is with latching. The baby's saliva actually is what triggers your body to let your body know like what your baby needs. So if you're exclusively pumping, you're obviously not getting that baby saliva to know what your body needs. So the moment you miss a pump is the moment that your body's gonna be like, oh, you don't need this extra milk, I'm gonna switch it up, you know? That question also says, so proud of how long you did it for. Thank you so much, girly, I appreciate you. Next, I go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in shade Medium. Another question is, did you collect colostrum for your baby and when did you start? Yes, I did collect colostrum this time. If you watched my breastfeeding Q&A that I did with Paisley, then you know that with her I didn't collect colostrum, but that's because, again, I didn't pump. And I was a first-time mom, so I really didn't know all that much about it. I started collecting colostrum, I think it was like I was 37.5 weeks or something like that, and I did get quite a bit. I actually still have some in our deep freezer, but unfortunately it's expired because milk expires after 12 months in the deep freezer. So I can't use it anymore, but I kind of want to go and send it in to like a milk jewelry company and get some jewelry made because breastfeeding is such an accomplishment to be proud of as a mom. But yeah, so with collecting colostrum, you do not want to start before 37 weeks because pumping or expressing colostrum will or can send you in labor. So they all the doctors recommend that you don't do it before 37 weeks. So if you are planning on doing it, just don't do it before your 37 weeks. I started at 37.5 weeks and I liked it. I enjoyed it. It made me so happy knowing that I was able to collect it, and it helped because then when the girls were sick, Paisley and Raylyn were both sick, I was able to just warm it up and give it to them, and honestly the colostrum actually helped. Next, I'm going with the House Labs Powder Blush in Hibiscus Haze. Next question was, why did you have to exclusively pump, or was it something you chose to do? So I did not plan to exclusively pump, although I did have the pumps there accessible if I needed to pump, which I'm glad I had the pumps to do so. When I gave birth with Raylyn, my plan was to exclusively nurse her, and she did latch when I gave birth, and then she was latching all the time in the hospital. She latched the first 2 days after we got home, and then the third day after we got home, my milk came in, and at that point is when she was just done latching. Once my milk came in, she was just not able to handle the letdown and how fast my milk was like flowing, so she literally just fought me when it came down to trying to latch her and everything. She literally would like turn her head and be like cry and everything, so I just ended up pumping. So no, it was not something I chose to do. It was something I had to do if I wanted to provide breast milk for my baby. And honestly, now looking back, I can't complain because I got best of both worlds. I got to exclusively nurse one time around. I got to exclusively pump one time around. So now if we choose to have a third baby and I'm going to breastfeed that baby, I know what to expect whether I exclusively nurse or exclusively pump. So I got the best of both worlds. Next, I'm going in with the Rare Beauty highlighter in shade Enlighten. And a funny story about this highlighter, I ordered it on Sephora and it got delivered completely shattered. Like, it did not look like this at all. I literally had to go into Sephora and ask them to exchange it. So now she's pretty in all her glory. Next question is, did you have struggles? And if so, what were they? I already kind of answered that one. It was really like my nipples being cracked and just trying to maintain parent life, social life, doing my job, which is social media, and pumping. Another question is, what bottles did you use for your daughter? And we used the Philips Avent bottles, the glass ones actually, because if you did not know, there's actually a lawsuit for the plastic Philips Avent bottles and the Dr. Brown's ones, which we had got the glass ones before that stuff all started happening. So, but we love the glass ones. We just think they're more sanitary and they last longer, they stay clean longer. Because if you know that plastic bottles usually start getting a film on them, and so they don't turn clear anymore. They're like a clouded color. So yeah, the glass ones are just the way to go. Next question is, what pump or pumps did you use? So like I mentioned before, I used the Mom Cozy V2. I also tried the V1, but like I said, I didn't like that one because the motor is like bigger and louder. I also did use the Momed S21 and the Momed S10. The Momed S21 is smaller, more discreet, more quiet. The S10 is a little bit bigger, louder, but bigger cup, so it holds more. I was using those ones for a couple months. I was switching back and forth between those two and the Mom Cozy V2. And then it got to the point where I wasn't reacting to the S21, so I stopped using it. And then I was just using the S10 and switching between my Mom Cozy V2. Because also, if you didn't know, the Mom Cozy V2 and the V1 are hospital grade. The Momed pumps aren't, so that's why I was still using my Mom Cozy, because it's best to use a hospital grade pump when you're pumping. And then the S10 for the Momed just really wasn't reacting to me at all anymore. And then I just used my Mom Cozy V2 permanently, and that was the only pump I used, and again is hospital grade. A lot of people came at me on TikTok saying, oh, your supply is taking a dip because you should be using a hospital grade pump. But little did they know it is hospital grade, so that's why I used it religiously. Now we're gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is my favorite setting spray. I do have the One Size setting spray, but I'm not really a fan of this one, so this one it is. And now I haven't been doing my lashes. I need to get more DIY lash extensions. The ones by Yukumi on TikTok Shop actually are my favorite ones, and I ran out of them. So I've just been curling my lashes, and I go in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Okay, I went ahead and did my lips off camera. And what I use is this Pillow Talk lip set from Charlotte Tilbury in shade Pink Nude Pink, something like that. And then I go in with the Laneige Sleep Mask Very Berry because it has like a pink tip, so it just goes with it. But anyways, let's go ahead and finish off answering some of these questions. This one says, not a question, but you're a rock star. Pumping is so draining and you did it for so long, and that takes some willpower. Thank you so much, girl. I appreciate you. Next question is, since you exclusively pumped, did you try the Haka this time? Yes, I did use the Haka. I used the Haka during the time that my baby was latching, because she'd be feeding on one side and then my other side would literally just pour milk out, so I needed something to catch it. And there was actually quite a few times where I would get like 4 or 5 ounces just from the Haka. I didn't use the Haka first time around. I did use it this time, and honestly it helped so much, so I didn't have a lot of milk go to waste. Once I did start pumping, I stopped using the Haka. I mean, there would be a couple times like in the beginning where I would be leaking if I'm not pumping, and if I just didn't have time to sit down and pump for 30 minutes, I would use the Haka really quick to collect the milk that was leaking. But 10 out of 10, recommend the Haka. Now I see why women love it, because the Haka is a lifesaver. This will be the last question for this video, but it is, what are some similarities and differences between your first breastfeeding experience and this one? So the big difference is obviously that I nursed the first time, and this time I exclusively pumped. So that right off the bat is like the biggest difference. When I did nurse at the beginning for the first like week of my baby's life, I guess I can go based off of that and try to similarize that. Both of my babies latched pretty great. My milk, I feel like, came in super heavy this time compared to the first time. I don't know if it's because I collected colostrum, so my body was already signaling that I needed milk or what. But yeah, when I nursed, I did the football hold. It's just what's easiest for me, and I did use a nursing pillow when I was nursing. Nursing pillows are a lifesaver in the beginning of your breastfeeding experience, especially if you are a first-time mom. It helps you get used to how to hold your baby. But I guess those are really the only similarities. I can't really find anything else similar. I guess another big difference is my milk supply. My milk supply was way better this time. I feel like with my firstborn, my milk supply was literally like just enough, but this time I was literally able to have a freezer stash, which they say don't feed your freezer, but because of how much I was producing, I was able to feed my freezer. I definitely had an oversupply this time around. So I went ahead off camera and took my heatless curls out, and I'm actually impressed with how well they turned out, considering I only had them in for like 5 hours. That is it for all of the breastfeeding questions. If you guys have any more questions about my journey, whether it's nursing or pumping, please leave a comment down below, or you can also send me a DM on Instagram. If you stay till the end of this video, then you guys get to know the little surprise that I have. I am going to be doing a giveaway just to show my appreciation to you guys and say thank you. Thank you for the continuous love and support. I truly appreciate everybody that supports me and continues to support me. If you just found my channel and you subscribed, thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. Now for this giveaway, there will be one winner. One winner will win everything in this giveaway. First item is this electric bottle brush from Mohamed. I have loved this bottle brush so much, and this is the UV option, so it gives an extra step of sterilization for your bottles. The second prize is the all-over ointment from Tubby Todd. Again, one of my favorite products ever for my kids and even myself. I have used this as moisturizer before, and it is amazing. And for the third item, you have a chance of winning. It is the Tubby Todd hair and body wash in Figgy Pudding scent, which this is actually from their holiday line right now. And of course, you get the little pump with it. So again, one person has the chance of winning all 3 of these items. To enter into this video, all you need to do is like this video, make sure you are subscribed, which I will be checking, and comment down this emoji right here in the comments below, and that is it. Winner will be announced in my next video next week. So yeah, again, make sure you like this video, make sure you are subscribed to my channel, and comment down below this emoji in the comments. And good luck to everybody. Now it is time to close out this video. I'm closing out this video, and I'm gonna start up a new video because we have an eventful weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to do this and get this video done because I am done pumping now. I also wanted to get this video done before all of the holiday, festive, fun Vlogmas videos. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell button so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!